What is up, everyone? My name is Joseph, and welcome back to part 3 of this BossCast mini-series, I guess. This Inferno attempt. We're on wave 43. I knew that was going to happen, which is kind of why I didn't swap my range gear. Not really. I just completely forgot. I just ended last episode and then started this one. I completely forgot I had my mage gear on. I also want to know if you guys are watching all 3 of these, and you're on part 3 of 4? Question mark. Is my voice getting like noticeably more and more hoarse? Because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it like the top of my throat. And it's not from sucking dick, because I know what that soreness is like. It's not that. I apologize if my voice is getting hoarse, but I am as pumped as ever. As excited as the first part of this series, and as excited I'll be when I die. Hopefully, not in this part. But if this is the first episode you're watching of this series, of this mini-series, of this Inferno attempt, I'm doing kind of 30-minute cuts of this attempt, cutting it, or recording 30-minute chunks, giving commentary over them in my normal BossCast style. And doing a full attempt because people seemed to be interested. Well, 2 reasons. I've already explained it, but I'll explain it again. People seemed to be interested in watching a full attempt. And because I have a lot on my plate this week. And it's for something very important and special I'm working on. I'm super excited about it. And I really want to make sure I give myself as much time as possible to work on it. So because of that, I wanted to record all these in one go and then release them all and spend the rest of the week both streaming. Again, if you do want to watch my stream, twitch.tv/ylord, link in the description. But because I want to spend as much time as I can preparing for that. And at this point, when this one comes out, this is episode 3, so I've released them 1 per day. This comes out Thursday, maybe Friday. But happy Thursday/Friday/Saturday, whenever I upload, whenever I schedule this for. But Tuesday, that's the day where my big project drops, and I'm super excited for it. So, you know, it might crash and burn, and I might be hyping this up too much. Luckily, I doubt many people will have heard it in the first episode or like really registered that like, oh, I'm working on something that I'm happy with, like I'm excited for, like. Yeah, I might be hyping it up too much, but I'm super excited for it. And you'll know what it is when it drops. If you're watching this video, you're probably one of the people who do care about my content, so you will know when this video drops. Not only because it will be Tuesday, but because, I don't know, it'll be different. Something I haven't really seen before, which is why I'm kind of excited for it. What did he respawn? 2 things, okay. If you walk towards me, alright. Alright, do we risk it here and just stay on this guy? I think so, because that guy's going to take a while to tunnel. If I'm wrong, I'll hate my life, but I wasn't wrong. Okay. I've done that before, where I've, like, risked it and just killed the mage, and like, oh, he's only got a few hits left, and I hit constant zeros, and then the melee tunnels under, and then I take a lot of damage, and then I look like I don't know what I'm doing, which is true, by the way, but I don't like appearing like I don't know what I'm doing. I like having the facade of, capability, which right now is probably only a thing or only noticeable if you don't know the Inferno. If you know the Inferno, you're probably realizing many of my mistakes. But if you have, like, if this is your first experience in watching someone do a full Inferno attempt, it might look somewhat impressive. So that's where that facade is kind of positioned right now. Alright, we're going to take a little bit of damage here. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. This is when we lazy flick. I don't like being in 1-hit range. I think it's too... Alright. Yeah, I don't like the situation. I'll be really honest with you. I'll be super frank with you. I have a plan. I don't like it though. I just thought of it. I hope he just doesn't tunnel. I get to kill this guy. That's my hope. I think that's gonna happen. It will happen. Even if he tunnels, I'll just throw a rigger on. Yeah. I had a plan though. Rest assured. My plan was to safe spot the melee and then kill the blob. And I think it was a good plan. That would have left me in a situation where the mage could have respawned the blob, but it's okay because the mage would have been very low on HP. So what I would have done, so let's recreate that situation. We have a mage to the south. We have a melee tunneling over. I run to this spot, kill the blob with the melee safe spotted, kill all the bloblings, the mini blobs. Then either the melee teleports or I just kill the melee, go back on the mage. He'll respawn the blob possibly, but then the mage is like super almost dead. So I've convinced myself that I would have made the right choice. And it would have played out perfectly because I'm the best at this game ever. And everything I do is perfect. What's that? Your southern pillar only has 60% health? I can't hear you over the sound of me not listening. So we're gonna dump both our specs here because we could use the prayer and the HP. So it seems like a worthwhile venture. And we hit a 1. Lovely. Which is okay. We still actually got 4 prayer points back from that, which is cool. And we got a lot of health back too. I don't know why I'm upset. I usually don't have like the wherewithal to pay attention to like how much I actually heal. So I usually base it off the hit splats, which is probably not as accurate as I could. You know, basing it off of... Wow. I just gave myself a heart attack. Why am I the luckiest person in the world? I like legitimately... I know I wouldn't have died there, but I could have gotten hit at 64. I like almost choked on my own saliva. Just because I wasn't prepared to be dumb. Those are the kind of things that kill me. When I just walk out in the middle of nowhere and just take damage. That's the kind of stuff that that I end up dying to this early on. Because I'm, like I said, mentioned in one of the earlier episodes, I'm very comfortable with this phase of the Inferno. And the only time I die is if I do something like that. So I caught myself off guard and like almost choked on my own spit. Sorry if that's disgusting, but it like, I mean, you've been in there before. You just like something surprising happens when you're like in the middle of breathing. I don't know. We got hit a 0. We got lucky, which is fortunate. Hopefully, and I know this isn't how random numbers work. Hopefully, we can keep that luck for later on. And we'll get those zeros when we really need it. Because right now we didn't really need it. When we really need it is like a time when we're going to die. We weren't going to die there. We would have taken a little bit of damage, but there's plenty to heal off of here. Which is important because in the future we may not have a lot of things to heal off of. For example, I consider the mage to be non-healable off of... You can't get healing from the mage. I mean, you can, but I don't like doing it because it really just slows things down. So if it's like, you know, pretty soon we're going to be in situations where, you know, we only have the mage left at the end of a wave. If we don't kill it first. So, I mean, there's no healing off that. So if we're at low on health, we either have to brew up or risk it. So, I mean, like a situation like this, we had a lot of healing available, I guess is what I'm trying to say. When in the future... We would like to be lucky enough to, you know, if that happens, get hit the 0 so we don't have to be put in a situation where we're low on health going into a wave. Because once it hits 50, we need health on waves. Like, we need to have a high HP level or else we're going to be in trouble. Unlucky, dude. We should have froze the melee. I thought we would have been better than that. So now let's just be bad for all it's worth. Oh boy. Oh boy, I don't know the safe spots on this pillar. I hate my life. There we go. I was in a safe spot. Oh my word. I was in the safe spot. All I had to do was not click out of range. See, that's what I mean. You know what I was talking about at the beginning of that wave? Oh my gosh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I gave myself a little bit of credit because I wasn't ready. Not that I wasn't ready. I am more distracted than I have been, but that was bad. Let's just play it back here as I painfully and regrettably run to the bank. I was perfectly fine there. I had two options. The better of the two options would have been to just kill the melee while flicking the blob. Totally doable. We would have taken damage from the bats, probably. But I could have just brewed up a little bit, I guess. I don't think I even drank a brew. The other option was just kill the blob or kill the bats while flicking the blob because the melee was safe spotted. Instead, we just walk out in the open and just get hit by the mage. Oh, it's frustrating because it's just such a dumb mistake. It's also frustrating because the Freaky Forester came a little bit too late. But it's just frustrating because those are the type of mistakes that I shouldn't be making because it's just all out dumb. You know, purely preventable. It's not something that I died to because I wasn't ready or I didn't know. I know everything I needed to do there and I just did it incorrectly. So that kind of sucks. It really sucks because our shield's down for the day, so it kind of just means we don't have any attempts to do for today. So that is going to end this little mini series. I probably will do this again in the future because, again, I do want to focus so much on the Inferno. This really wasn't a good showcasing of what I can do. I obviously can do better. I've made it to triple jazz before, and I'm not trying to just defend myself now. And now it just sounds like I'm bitching out. But this is how I get it. If you watch my streams, it's just like this whole decompression phase of every attempt takes me a few minutes just to get my bearings. So it's just basically going from an adrenaline high down to a normal level, maybe a little like subnormal because you're coming off of that high, and it's more depressing than it is encouraging. So it's like a weird mix of emotions, I guess. Is adrenaline emotion? No, it's just a stimulant, I guess. I don't know. But that is all I have for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this 3-part series. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to 4 or 5, but in the future, we will. Maybe next episode is going to be a Vorkath because I do need to make a little money back because I am getting a little low on cash. And I'm not saying that as like, oh, woe is me. I just need to make some cash. I actually could sell some brews and restores. But yeah, we have probably about... We can buy 10k bloods, 10k deaths, have a little bit of free cash left, but once those runes are out, we're going to have to start looking at making money. So that is all I have for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy it, and I will see you next time.